watching the video. It's a lot what I talked about after the game. They are a very, very good football team in all three phases. Offensively, they controlled the line of scrimmage. The quarterback made some great throws. They had some really good catches that they made. Receivers were fast. And then defensively, you know, their front four were very dominant players. They had speed at linebacker. Even the ball that Seth caught and ran down looked like it was going to be a touchdown. Their linebacker caught him from behind. And then they're very experienced, so they were difficult to knock off the line of scrimmage. And then special teams wise, you know, we gave up some big returns. A couple of them we had guys right there to make tackles. We weren't able to make the tackles, so we needed a better job of tackling in space on special teams. As far as our offense goes, you know, we have to establish a running game. You know, we're looking for an identity. We went into the game thinking we had that. They did a good job of shutting it down, you know, different pressures to shut it down. Also, you know, we got to find out who our running back really is. I thought Trey did some good things out there, but he actually got injured and didn't finish the second half. So we'll have to see what his status is. It was exciting to see Hassan get in and see his speed on kickoff return, and obviously we've got to, you know, you try to get through the first game and not have too many freshmen out there, but we're going to have to get him in. Hawkins was in a situation where he wasn't available for the game. He got injured, and he did tell me at halftime, he put a smile on my face at halftime when he came up to me at halftime and said, "Coach, I can go. I'm okay, I can go." Which just shows a great mindset and toughness. You know, I don't think most true freshmen would come up to the head coach at halftime and tell him that. So I was really happy to hear that. But I know he has a lot of confidence, and it'll be good to have him back and going. But we've got to be able to protect the quarterback. They mixed coverages up. They did a good job with a few blitzes where Juwan thought it was a different coverage with the pressure that they brought, and, you know, confused him a little bit. I thought he did a good job of competing, standing in the pocket, getting hit, completing passes. And then he does what all quarterbacks have done at some point in their career. A lot of times it's early, and when you're young and inexperienced, as you get your eyes down, you know, and you see some flashes and you get your eyes down. And we actually had an open guy right down the middle for a touchdown on one play, and they brought a line game, and he felt it, got his eyes down, and then didn't see the touchdown, and it, you know, was his #1 guy in his progression. So it was just inexperienced. And like I said, there's not been a quarterback I've ever been around or watched that at some point in their career doesn't get their eyes down on the rush and doesn't see what's going on in the field. So I know he's going to learn a lot from it, and a lot of the speed that we'll see won't quite be what we just saw. So hopefully that'll make a lot of difference for him. But I was really happy that he stayed in there and finished and competed, and I was not going to take him out. You know, I wanted him to stay in there and get better and work through it, and see his competitive spirit. You know, that's what we were talking about on the sideline at the time. He said, "I'm going to keep working, I'll keep going." So I was impressed with his mindset. Defensively, we did a lot of good things as far as running to the football. We got some good pressure on the quarterback early. We can't give up the big plays. You know, that hurt us. The big play throws for touchdowns hurt us a lot. I did like a lot of things I saw from our defense, and I did like the sideline on both sides, offense and defense. Kids were into it. They were listening. They were communicating. We made adjustments and then went out on the field and did what we talked about. So all of that will carry over and help us get better. But we have to do a better job of pressuring the quarterback without bringing pressure, you know, in the four-man pass rush. I think there were times after we got tired on the defensive front that we didn't have the rush we needed to help the secondary out. You know, it all has to work together. You need tight coverage and good pass rush. And it didn't always work together every play, but the attitude's good and the willingness is there, and I know we'll keep improving and getting better. So I'm looking forward to this week. I'm looking forward to opening up the stadium. You know, I'm hoping we have a big crowd and everybody has a lot of fun. We do have to have a great week of practice. This is an important week of practice for us, that we're able to focus and concentrate and get better technically and get better scheme-wise, you know, and not make the mistakes that we made. With that, I'll just open up for questions.
Back to Jawan, for our viewers who may not understand what you mean, when you said his eye, he had his eyes down, what do you mean when you say that?
Yeah, what happens with a quarterback is when you drop back to pass the ball, you got to keep your eyes up and see the secondary. Or in every pass play, what we do is we have somebody that we hold and then somebody that we key. So like on a simple curl play, he'll come back and he'll try to hold the linebacker by keeping his eyes straight ahead for 3 steps. And then the last 2 steps, he'll look at the flat curl defender and key him. If he's in the curl, I'll throw it to the guy in the flat. If he's in the flat, then I'll throw it to the curl. When you're experiencing some pressure and you get hit and they're bringing guys different places, which they did a lot of, there's a time when all of a sudden that pass rush comes and the different colored jersey flashes in front of you and your eyes go down to the pass rush. So I don't hold anybody and I don't key anybody. And I start playing blind. And that has happened to, you know, every quarterback I've ever coached. The number one thing they have to do is understand it, and then get over it. So and I know that he'll see it, and he'll know it, and he'll say, I can't believe I missed the touchdown right down the middle. But it's hard to see it when you're looking at the pass rush.